Hi there, welcome. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday, and that means that I'm gonna do a used or lose it video. So, today I am just going to do a few little journaling cards because I got some happy mail and a while back, and in it, these postcards, among other things. And sure, I could use them as they are, but I don't want to because I have genuine music paper, and they are clearly from some Asian brand. And I think I want to cover the back with lined paper or something like that, so you can journal on the back of them. And then I want to do something fun on the front, because I don't want to cover it all up totally like I do when I alter my postcards. So I was thinking, I have the Tim Holtz collage papers, you know, the ones that come in sheets like this, and I have several different ones, and I picked out a few. I think I'm gonna decoupage over these. I think I want a flower, because I am making a botanical journal quite soon. The question is, I think I want it on that one, and then I can still use the rest of the collage paper. And then I want to add the butterflies or moths, because they are cool. And then I found this that is a bit just scribbles. I was thinking I might want to use that. And then when I have decoupaged, I wanted to decorate them even further. Well, I can use, this is from the rolls of collage papers. I have those as well. And I can just use like that flower. But I think I'm going to cover the whole thing. Yeah. So I'm going to start by Mod Podging. Me, Mod Podge. Do I ever do that on camera? I'm going to use some glue paper and Mod Podge. This one is quite old, but it's still working. So I'm going to just... I usually do collage papers and decoupage with glue sticks, so this is not very common for me. But I'm just going to spread the Mod Podge, and I have a feeling, since this paper, this postcard is kind of glossy, I have a feeling that I would not be able to do this with just glue stick. So let's try and get this on without too much trouble. I want it to be, yeah, something like that. And I guess I am going to just pat it down with a brush like this, and it won't be completely flat, because that's what makes it a bit interesting, I think, with a bit of structure like this. That's nice. So I'm going to put that to the side to dry, and then I am going to take off the excess. But then before that, I'm going to decoupage all three of these. And I don't know how quick they actually dry, the Mod Podge. It's not my go-to thing to use. As I said, I had this for years and it's still working, but I haven't used the jar. I haven't used it up, that's what I was going to say. So once again, I'm going to try and get this on the, okay, and use the brush here to pat it down. And now you can see the music through the decoupage paper, and I like that effect. So we already have an interesting thing going on here. Okay. They are pretty just like they are, but I think I'm gonna decorate them some more. So let's take the last one. This one is a completely different color. And while they dry, I'm going to pick out my, I think my Tim Holtz ephemera, because they go so well with the decoupage papers and the collage papers, because they are also Tim Holtz. I guess he makes the most sought after things for junk journal creators, I think. Let's do, there we go. Okay, once again, let's use the brush to make sure it sticks and flatten it out somewhat. Maybe a bit extra up here. Okay. So these now need to dry. And then we will continue this journey. So I'm gonna go wash my brush, and we are going to continue shortly. Okay, this will only be a second for you, and then these will be dry. There we go. They are now dry, and it's actually been a few hours because I had to have some lunch and then I went to the hairdressers, so these are really dry now. So I'm gonna start by cutting off the excess collage paper, and I won't throw it out because I might use it somewhere, just as a little background. I love how that turned out. That's actually almost finished as it is. Doesn't need much more than that. And here I have a word, collect. So that can be used somewhere. Yes. And I can actually see that it's lifting a tiny bit up here. Or, no, it's not. It's not stacked down. That's why I have to get that off. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, decorations. I got out my Timmy people, and I got out my ephemeras from Tim Holtz, and we will see what we can use to decorate. But first we are going to cover the back, because I will forget it otherwise. So step one is covering the back, and I have a piece of scrap ledger, and I have notebook paper, so we will use that to cover the backs and make them, they're still writable as they are now, but prettier, looking more vintage. So let's just plop that on. Doesn't cover the entire back side, but back of the thing, but it covers enough. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off the excess here, and I hope that it is enough to cover one more. I have to cut off a bit more up here. That's good. Let's measure it. Yes, it's enough. Good, good. So, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm having a headache again, but I think it's because of my cold. So, which still isn't perfectly fine. It's been a while now, a couple of weeks actually, but yeah, I bet that's how it goes this time of year. Okay, let's use this one here, and I have an idea. This is called Glosbok. When you do your homework and you have English, for instance, you write the English word and then you write the Swedish word, and then you fold it and you just see one of the words and you practice on the rest. So this is a fun little book, but I had an idea. I thought I could do it double like this, and it would keep very much journaling space. So I think I'm going to try that. So I'm going to try and get it all the way to the end on this side. And see if I can just stick it down. This was a bit more see-through than the other one, but it doesn't matter. That's okay. That is okay. Cutting off the excess. So this is a journaling card with lots of writing space, which is always a good thing. There we go. So backing is done. Let's see if we can decorate these a bit. I actually quite like how this turned out and this turned out just as they are, but I thought maybe I could use one of the bigger pieces here. This one looks quite nice. It's okay, but it's a bit, I think this one is better. And then I can add something else. Something else maybe. Just trying to see if I can find something interesting to use. Got lots of these little round thingies. No, it melts in. If you hear noises, it's just my dog. She is dreaming. Probably that she is chasing a rabbit or something. Because that is something she really enjoys doing. That could work. I'm a bit interested in having a butterfly on that one actually. Whoops. Now they're falling to the floor as well here. What else can I do? Let me see what I have. Could do the butterfly. Should do that one as well. More butterflies. I'm sorry about the crinkle noise. Sorry. Trying to do a bit of layering. That could work. Here's another butterfly. I like that one. Let's do this. There we go. I'm actually going to keep that as it is because it's so pretty, I think. Or should I maybe add someone? She could have wings. She weren't that tall. That's a possibility. And then do the no. It's a fun one. Let's do that. No, I think this will be it. Oh, of course, labels. You know, I need my labels, right, Carol? You know, I need my labels. So, just having a bit of fun with the labels. Yeah. Okay. A bit of inking. I need some distress ink, and I have on my desk Scorched Timber. So that's it for today. Right. This will be a nice and short video today, but I am actually using up 3 things that I never intended to use in my journals in the first place, and now they have been adapted to work in that purpose instead. So that's nice. I'm hoping that I have the daylight and the energy to do one more film today, because I think I want to do some pre-filming so that I can add more of my new journal that I'm working on, which is the document style journal. And I think you're really enjoying that, because suddenly I had a real rush in subscribers, and that video has been watched so many times. It's really nice. I'm so happy about that. This needs to be cut a bit more, and I am going to round the edges on that. There we go. And a little butterfly. just flying towards the flower. And I'm gonna round the edges on that one as well. So this is one way to alter the boring postcards. If they are okay, if you think, oh, I like them, but they're too modern, you can add collage paper. Or you can gesso on them or do lots of stuff. But today I wanted to use the collage papers because I can't be hoarding everything, right? It's not good hoarding. There we go. This, I think I saw one of the videos with Mr. Tim Holtz where he went through and showed all the new things. And it wasn't the collage paper pads, it was the Halloween things, I believe. And I think I remember him saying that this is his favorite paper doll ever. Or maybe I dreamt it, but I think I remember that. Corner jumper, thank you. Can it do this one? Yes, it can. Let's round the corners. Make them look like journaling cards. I think that turned out great. Happy about that, super happy. That didn't cut, did it? No, just folded. Nice. And then we have this one. Let's cut the excess paper here again. I'm sorry about my sniffly nose. This cold is not being nice to me. It's so stupid. So let's see. Great. So we made 3 journaling cards today. One with a little booklet thingy that you can journal, lots of extra journaling space, with these collage papers as well. Love it. One with this one. And the last one with the guy on. I think this is nice. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. I really appreciate having you to talk to while I do my crafting. I will be back really shortly with another video, which will either be a flip through of the big book of everything or more work in my document style journal. Okay, I wish you all a great rest of your week. Bye for now.